Okie doke. Dwarf Fortress. I've not streamed in a bit because I've been ill, but we're still being invaded. And I don't think there are any necromancers up here. Hello, Jello. These are all just corpses. Which means... yeah, all the necromancers are actually captured already. And there's one human leading the corpses. But I still don't really want to fight these jokers. So let's take a look at what I am doing currently. We got some corpses stinking up our corpse pile. We're trying to breed some giant purple birds to fight for us. We've been mining out chalk and kaolinite. We got some barracks we're setting up. We got a mist generator that we used briefly. Getting some more statues queued up for our bedrooms. Down at the forges, I've taken the liberty of ordering some more armor. And some more weapons. We're going to get up another crossbow squad and a hammer squad. We have a lot of captured goblins. And some captured necromancers. But the main thing I'm interested in doing right now is, where are my people digging at? I told them to dig here. And we have a human spearman who is visiting. He's probably going to die. Yeah, he's just hanging out over here, because he can't get into our fortress. Okay, here's where I was digging. I wanted to find more iron, even though I don't think I need it. What are my hotkeys like? Forges are on 6. Yeah, I have plenty of iron right now. But I want to go down here into the caverns. Do I have a... okay, so I need to build a lever. We'll just build it here. Because while we're under siege, like Steven Seagal, we're not going to be able to get any wood from the outside. So, it'll be nice to be able to get some wood from the caverns here. And the other caverns we explored here just don't have any plant life whatsoever. There's a bunch of rotting corpses here. I'm pretty sure the Forgotten Beast that attacked us is dead. I think it was made out of a weak material, and something fought it and killed it. Okay, what are these jokers doing? Let's... tower cap logs. Okay. We'll just tell all these to get cut. And let's also remove some of these ramps. So I can set traps. Hopefully these useless dwarves will not get murdered. We have one of our monster slayers is going out to slay monsters. I don't see anything truly nasty around here, so who knows? Hello, Comet Code. Yeah, we are going back to Dwarf Fortress. We're going into the caverns so that I can get some wood. Okay. We'll be able to lock it off by doing this. So, fungus trees do not give nearly as much wood as normal trees do, likely because of some bugs. But that's fine. We will make use. Although that one seems to be giving plenty of wood. So let's just chop these down with impunity. I'm getting wood from the caverns. The caverns have giant mushrooms that grow in them that can be chopped down and used for wood. Tower caps and fungiwood trees. The kind of fungus wood you get from the caverns depends on which layer of the caverns you are on. The first layer of caverns has some pretty benign wood without any real special properties. Deeper down you go, you can find wood that is incredibly dense, wood that cannot catch on fire, wood that is always very cold. These all have interesting properties that can be exploited, but usually are just ignored. Going to want to remove some of these ramps in a more different way, but we'll have to wait for the save to stop before I can do that. So if I can get some more dwarfs outfitted for combat, I might try fighting the goblins outside, but I'm likely not to. Okay, so you don't get chopped down. But I do want to chop these down, except for you. And there's another tree I can chop down here. So I'm removing ramps so that I can build traps around these ramps. And that will protect my fortress a little bit and also just give me some random animals. I found this to be an effective stratagem. I'll build a wall here. Why not? That should be effective. I'll build some more walls here. Just so that I have to build fewer cage traps. This will restrict access to everything down here. As this goes and goes and goes and goes, as you can see. But I've created choke points. How's my wood situation looking? We've got a fair amount of wood now. Invaders are still here. The spear woman who's visiting is just kind of hanging around. How are my dwarves doing? Let's take a look at Dwarf Therapist. There we go. Do you have any really unhappy dwarves? Our unhappiest dwarf is fine. And our happiest dwarf is extremely happy. Okay, nothing really interesting then. I'm smoothing out the fortress to make it prettier. The noble... sure. The noble wants us to make iron bolts, or just bolts in general, so we will. Okay, and I have a thing going where I'm training up some jewelers by having them cut glass and set glass. Okay, we got our steel warhammers finished. And our iron crossbows are finished. It's going to take much longer for my armor to finish up being built. How's my potter doing? Is doing great. Ooh, a strange mood. One of our necromancers has gotten to a strange mood. Probably going to claim the glass works. Yeah. So we're going to have a great work made by a necromonger. We'll see what it is. Okay. I might just close off access to here until I want to go here. Because there's not going to be very many animals that can spawn. Because of how many we happen to have already. So let's go ahead and close off access to the caverns. And hopefully that won't strand anybody. There we go. Now we're safe. Although, our necromancer... What is our necromancer doing? Oh, we have a cougar. Yeah. Strange mood. Let's follow them. Okay, looks like they have some dacite or something. Oh, they've started. Okay, so we're going to get a legendary glassmaker out of this, which is nice. I already have a really good glassmaker. But having another one will still be good. Okay. Let's get some more chests made. Okay, these are all bags. Okay, so we're going to make another barracks for our hammer dwarves. And if we're doing that, then we should probably also get barracks for our marks dwarves we're going to be having. Which means we need archery targets. Kind of sad granite isn't like a more important stone in Dwarf Fortress. It's not really remarkable at all. But humans like granite Make earrings. Okay, earrings are annoying because they are a craft good, and I can't tell my dwarves to make earrings. I can just tell them to make crafts and hope that they do. Do I have a good stone crafter? We haven't been stone crafting a lot in this fortress. I have some pretty okay stone crafters, although for some reason neither of them were set to actually stone craft. That is odd. Well, one of them will be, so we'll have, one thing we'll do. Why couldn't they build those archery targets? So we'll set a dump going. Just a big old juicy dump. And we'll tell our stone crafters to make crafts out of granite. Quickly, I should make sure they're not dumping it here. Okay, they are in fact dumping it where I want them to. Tekid Dusimithran, dwarf glassmaker necromancer, has created Idolkakim, a green glass animal trap. She claims it as an heirloom. Let's take a look at it. Rings of steel and granite. On the item is an image of an octagon gem cut in fungiwood. So it's going to be worth a lot because it's got some steel in it, but otherwise not that remarkable. But I should have a good glassmaker now. Yeah, so I do. Okay. Okay, now I will go DBC, claim all this. We have a bunch of slate, actually. I have a ton of slate. So you will produce slate goods. Although it looks like they're making some pots right now. I would rather have those made out of glass, so go ahead and make 10 pots. Okay. Things are just kind of going. We got lots of fancy bedrooms now because they've got porcelain statues. See if we can't look at one of these statues. Superiorly designed image of Kurol, the deity of song, music, and mountains, depicted as a male dwarf in porcelain by Ming Dulechalor. Kurol is laughing. Okay. So it's a statue of a... Huh. Kurol is contemplating. Seems like that's probably a god that dwarf worships. Probably going to have to find some more lignite. So how much coke do I have? 28. So yeah, I'm going to have to find some more lignite. And although I loathe to just start digging through here, because it'll make my nice pretty workshop area, well, less. I will have to find some more lignite. And this appears to be the most convenient place to dig for it. So that's... Have at it, boys. Appears as though I have indeed created enough, a pair of earrings at some point. Let's see what our Baron is doing. There's a giant cave spider. I've already got that, though. Our Baron is training some jabberers. So let's build some new nest boxes. So I want to see... if we can get some jabberers. To claim a nest box. It'd be a dying shame if our breeding program just never worked out. Okay, so we're just kind of going along. We're going to have trouble changing things up. I need to refill the well a little bit. Yeah, try to farm while we're besieged. Fill up the well a little bit. Well is now refilled. Wait, why do I have 2 orders for steel greaves? I should remove that. So I believe I ordered... Also, I should also quickly make sure... Okay, I just have the 1 armor smith, that's good. A full set of steel armor for 1 squad, so helmet, breastplate, mail shirt, greaves, leggings, high boot, gauntlet, and then some iron components for a crossbow squad. I should also get the leather components for a crossbow squad. So let's go to the leather works. Order 10 leather armors, 10 leather leggings. How much silk do I have? Cloth. We got enough silk, so let's also go to the clothier and order up 30 silk cloaks. But because of that, we are also going to get the axe boys to station. And then we're going to let the spider out. Oh, I fucked that up. So I'm going to have to reset that. I forgot to forbid the door in front of the spider. So we didn't collect a lot of web. Okay, here's one thing I should do while I'm thinking about it. Order a big old dump here. And then tell them to not dump the cages. Should probably let that Gorlock out. Okay. Go to screen, stocks, go to weapons. And unforbid the stuff we are setting to be dumped. I must have already done this. Let's unforbid all this shit. Okay, they should come strip the weapons away. Although one thing I'm going to do... Nah, I won't do that. Okay, there's a few weapons we're getting here. This mayor is being annoying. Okay, somebody's picking up those steel greaves. What's that? Nice. What's that? I built a chair. I didn't want to build a chair, I wanted to claim. Any lignite yet? Doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and go to our pit gate. I'll remove that lever. So I accidentally made 2 that were for caverns access. I want to let our pit gate shut. There we go. And then let's bepit something. Let's go ahead and get the axe boys in position just in case something terrible happens. Okay, so these here are our enemies. Yeah, Rimtar is a rotten stalker. Which means if we move the carnal crossbows in here, if these are undead, we can shoot them for a very long time before they'll die. Which means we'll get lots of archery practice. So they'll just get shot at for a very long time. See, if they were a normal dwarf, they would be completely dead by now. And we have iron bolts to spare. Okay. Let's go ahead and build our spider. Where's our spider at? There it is. So let's look at Dwarf Therapist real quickly, and I'll illustrate what I'm talking about. Is there a risk of crossfire? Not that I know of, but if we sort by squad, we can look at our carnal crossbows. Our best marks dwarf is a 9, and our worst cross dwarf is a 1. After the training I've done, our worst is a 3 and our best is a 10. Live practice is way more effective than archery practice. And they'll just keep on shooting for a long time. Make catapult parts. Well, I guess we're going to make a catapult part. Which means I have to build a siege. Something has emptied a cage? I've never seen that before in my life. We're catching some naked mole rats. we're gonna have to build a new kind of workshop, which is a siege workshop. I use these very rarely. I don't like siege stuff very much. So let's take a look at this guy. Can I not look at his wounds? Yeah. Arm broken, arm cut open, broken. The only way that the archers will actually kill one of these suckers is if they shoot its head off. But we should be getting buku training out of this. This is also why I'm not super stoked to send my military against the invaders right now, because they are mostly undead. They're weaker, most of them will be weaker than this, but you really have to rely on melee dwarves. Speaking of relying on melee dwarves, let's get the axe boys in position. So these should be disarmed, heavily wounded zombies. And now they are going to be chopped up by our axe dwarves. Okay. Looks like we did have an injury there. Hopefully our doctors will be able to help with everything. Let's take a look. Looks like left arm got heavily wounded. Let me take a look at my surgeons. I should have enough. Yeah, I should have all the stuff that they need. So that's why you don't fuck with undead, by the way. An entire squad of steel-equipped soldiers against two of them, and one of them got seriously wounded. Also, they were heavily... What is the... Why is this bed blue? Troll blood. Okay. Having surgery done. Let's make sure that only my bests of the best are doing any given one of these. There we go. So who was that? That was Ficod, Cagus, whatever, who was in the Axe Squad. Who is a middling dwarf. Pretty talented, but not my best. My bests are Atir Likodestag. She is our mayor. She is one of our best military dwarves. And the other one is Momu's Erythralerbam, who is the spear dwarf. Okay. Claim all that stuff. And one thing I'm going to do is turn this off of being a dump. Go here. Turn this into being a dump. And now it is time to dump all of this. I know your own necromancers can revive corpses. And I would be interested in knowing how you do that. When did I get rope weeds? Oh, I've always had rope weeds. Okay. Sure, raspberries. And somebody's horrified because they saw some corpses. Hello, Masters. We did some live training. And I'm upset that our jabberers aren't breeding. But our archers are much improved over what they were. Any lignite yet? Doesn't look like it. Plenty of iron, but I need more lignite. A little less conversation, huh? Indeed. And one of our dwarves was wounded. But is in traction. How's our food going? Even when you think you have a lot of food, it's good to check on your food. Tell them not to cook the Kaniwa beer, or I sewer brew! Everything else is good to be cooked, though. Except the tallow. I want to keep that around in case I need to make some soup. Ah, looks like everything has been smoothed, which means time for everybody who is a stone detailer, but not my good one, to no longer become a stone detailer. But now we have Tun Tarbarakukuluk, who is a master engraver. And Tun is going to start engraving. And the first thing Tun is going to engrave is our dining hall. Our dining hall is already legendary, but it's mostly legendary because there is a artifact hatch just kind of like next to the door. And if I ever move that to make a noble's room better, make breastplates. Well, I'm already doing that. I still need to make some catapult parts. Okay, now that we've got that set up, we're going to make some more. We're going to make some more squads. And to do this, we're going to have to go to Dwarf Therapist again. So let's take a look at Dwarf Therapist. We are going to want to find Hammer Dwarves. And our best Hammer Dwarf is already in a squad because she is also a Marks Dwarf. It actually kind of looks like I don't have many Hammer Dwarfs to choose from. So let's just look for Armor User. So let's do this. We want to be the ones in no squad. Here's a Swords Dwarf, which I don't really care about swords that much. This guy often feels discouraged, is quick to anger, so we don't want that guy in our squad. How about this one? Yeah, Ashy is good, although Ashy is a human. So, Kivish? How about you, Kivish? There's leader. Okay, let's do it by this then. Let's see who the game recommends as a militia captain. Toulon or Doomed? Doomed is not super great. How about Toulon? Toulon is okay. But very sad. Tierist. Not super... Okay, so we don't have anybody who's like a good tactician or anything. Yeah, Urus McStupid Simulator. That is certainly what we were doing. So, barring any dwarves I want to be our leader, we're going to just pick the one who is strongest. Irush is often nervous, confident under pressure. You're also one of my better I believe Erush is my chief medical dwarf. But that's fine, I can just set another dwarf who is a diagnoser. So it looks like Erush. Yeah, it looks like Erush is going in the Hammer Squad. So we want Erush. There's a Erush Volcarnish. Yes, you. You're going in the squad. And let's go Militia Captain. Create squad. No uniform. The basements of grouping. Indeed. No, you are the basement hammers. So time to pick some more people. Usthith. Slow to anger. Is incredibly brave in the face of danger. And is one of my many clothes makers. So that is fine. Who else we got? Another Erush. This one's a baby. This one's quick to anger, so I don't care for that. You're a fisher dwarf, which means you're in the squad. Olan, quick to anger. Ral is often jittery. You're going in, Ral. I mostly want to avoid the ones that are... Tun is my engraver, so Tun is not going in. Quick to anger. Zahn can go in. Yeah, I wanted to avoid quick to anger because it seems like those dwarves get very upset when they're in the military. Like something will set them off and then they'll just make a bunch of people mad. What was that? Hit Q on accident. Now it's fucking up. Okay, Zazit, you're not in the squad. Lickhot. Lickhot, you're in the squad. Onal. Onal, you're in the squad. Kib. Kib is a baby. Sigan. Doesn't handle stress well. Udil. Cracks easily under pressure. Diduk. You're a lie maker. Into the squad with you, Diduk. 2 more. Olin. Completely helpless in stressful situations. Dastat. He's a baby. Limil here is good. I wish Limil would sleep in their own bed, though. Quite a baby indeed. And Vutak. You're in the squad, Vutak. Okay, we have a squad. These will be the basement hammers. Let's go to uniforms, because we're going to make a new uniform. And this uniform is going to be Hammer Squad. And it's going to be... It's not going to be the exact same as the Axe Squad for now. I'm just going to tell them to wear metal for now, instead of steel, because I don't think my steel is not quite ready. But we'll have them at least in iron and steel mix. I may have to make some shields. Okay. But I do have the warhammers ready. We'll go to supplies, because I definitely do not want the basement hammers to carry any food with them. That's caused me no ends of trouble. And let's go to equip. We'll go to the basement hammers. Go to assign uniforms. And that should have stuck it on all of them. The schedule. We're going to copy this and paste it out. Okay. Now I have to make one of these a barracks. Individual, train, squad. That's for the basement hammers. Finally, go to MA, and tell the basement hammers to get to work. And one thing I should probably do is get some vials made, and also make some goblets as well. Okay, now that that's getting set up, we're going to once again attempt to do some spider training. So I'm going to need some steel, or some silk. Okay. So that dwarf will be out of commission for a little while, but looks to be healing up nicely. Make large gems and make a breastplate as well. Oh, did my steel orders go through? Then I should go to uniforms and modify Hammer Squad to specifically tell them to use steel. Okay, that's good. And one thing I should do now that I'm thinking about it is tell all of these to replace clothings. And you should do exact matches. Actually, all of you just do exact matches over clothing. So now the clarity of axes. We'll assign uniforms. Except for you, I have to remember that Moma's needs a spear instead. And I should order 10 wooden shields. Let me make sure only my good carpenter is turned on right now. Okay. There we go. This should result in some people coming to train. Okay, my gem cutter should be at work. Got cut green glass, which should take care of that mandate naturally while they're training. Okay, time for spider. So now I'll do this correctly this time. This one, I have to forbid. Then the axe boys need to go. Okay, now I pull the lever. I had the game paused, so nobody was going to be able to pull the lever. There we go. Let's tell you to stop. One of you will get stuck. Go ahead and somebody will come down here and pull the lever. Let the silk down. Pull it again. Collect some more. Okay, and then what I do is... Okay, now the spider is, there we go. And there we go. I've collected a bunch of web. I think it just causes the dwarf that gets wrapped in silk to suffer. But it sure does produce a lot of silk. And so long as the dwarf is yeah, this dwarf is fine. Everything's fine, she says, after she, the mayor, is wrapped up in silk. It reminds me of that part of Dungeon Meshi where... What's his name? The guy who I always forget name says... It must have been soothing to be constricted by that carnivorous plant. Dwarves can become mummies. At least I'm fairly certain they can be. Okay. So here's our little squad. They're training away at Warhammers. Dungeon Meshi is quite good. I feel like it's going to be wrapping up soon. It's kind of trundling towards its, which is good. I didn't want it to overstay its welcome, which is something that kind of, comic certainly can. Yeah, something down here was letting creatures out of cages. They'll come and reset the cages. Come on! Yeah, here we go. Please be fertile. Yes! Eggs are fertile! Yes. Yeah, I didn't need to stick a detector down there, but I'm kind of low on dogs right now. Oh, I forgot to do this. Somebody use the trash compactor, please. Splat. Okay. Yeah, we've got eggs. We got giant, monstrous bird eggs. And okay, the Baron is just going in there to spend some time with her birds. Let's take a look at our Baron. This is Degel Koldilkun, Degel Hatchet Rise, Baroness of Orb Faiths, a necromancer. Somewhere it should describe... She's got a younger sister. She's got a younger half-sister. And then some nieces. She doesn't have anyone she's in a relationship with. We don't have a Baron consort. Somewhere here it should describe what she looks like. She's 34. She has a generally thin build with some muscle and fat on it. She has a clear voice. Her nose bridge is convex. Her ears are very short. Her wavy hair is quite dense. Her very long hair is arranged in double braids. Her slightly hooked nose is somewhat long. Her head is somewhat tall. Her hair is white. Her skin is pink. Her eyes are ochre. She is strong, but very clumsy and slow to heal. So she's a young dwarf with very long, dense, curly, wavy hair. That makes me think of, and it's in twin braids, but it's white. Probably maybe because she's a necromancer. It's strange that her hair is white when she's as young as she is. It must be because she's a necromancer. She dreams of raising a family. Got all the things she's a former member of. She's a citizen of the Barricade of Dawns. Member. She's a former member of the High Vessels. A former member of the Ignition of... I don't know what those are. She might have kicked around a lot of fortresses. Her birthday is the 22nd of Slate. Look at down here. She personally believes that those who sacrifice for others should be deeply respected, due to being caught in a snowstorm in 501. She almost never feels discouraged after being caught in a snowstorm in 501. Somewhere it should say that she doesn't mind being outdoors, but that's from cheating. Hello, Hey Boots. And here's something that's why I made her a noble. She needs alcohol to get through the working day and can't remember the last time she had some. Necromancers do not need to eat and drink, but they still get alcohol withdrawal, so they become very slow after a while. You got some blind cave ogres. Okay. Do I have a puppy I can stick out here? Sure. You. You're now a guard puppy. How good is my gem cutter right now? Not super great. My gem cutter is a talented gem cutter. So let's go to my gem cut zone. Actually, let's look at my rough gems. I haven't seen uncut gems. I need to. But let's look at my rough gems. What do I have the most of? Looks like shorls. I have a lot of shorls. I have a lot of rock crystals, too. Huh. Since I have such a high level of glass makers, I think I need pearl ash to make crystal glass, though. Yeah, pearl ash and... So crystal glass probably not worth making a lot of. So let's just start cutting some shorls. You are going to cut shorls on repeat until you're good. Somebody should be bringing a puppy out here. The mayor demands we make breastplates. Sure. So I stuck a puppy down here. Maybe we'll see what let the things out of cages. I don't know what can even do that. What kind of creature? Okay, we have a problem. I don't know where any coal is at. Ah, Keswick cage breakers. That's what it is. Are they leaving? Or are they just moving? They will eventually leave. Gremlins are what come to mind. They like to pull levers. Okay. Let's get some more statues built. We have to make these, we're going to make these bedrooms extremely posh. I got this Kaolinite laying around with nothing to do, and I might as well make my potter very skilled by making lots of statues. That one might not let me place it because that dwarf has a lot of just jewelry just laying around. Even though they have a chest to put it in, it might be full. Okay, I don't need to make... I cut down any more trees nearby? I can. Chop these down, please. Okay. Squads are training up. Well, they're just hanging up out here now. And boy, there are a lot of them. I hate that they use that variety of, Okay, here's one thing I should do. Turn brewing off of everything except raspberries. Bayberries. Cranberries. Raspberries. These are the only things I can brew. Yeah, so they should be brewing. Let's go ahead and crank that up. Everybody seems busy. Oh, everybody's out hauling wood. Doesn't be anything that interesting out here. Just some troglodytes. I could try to find the third cavern lair. Huh. Is it all the way down here? That's pretty damn far. The space between caverns shouldn't be that much. Is it really all the way down here? Like 30 levels below? I kind of refuse to believe that. I will do this later then. How's this guy doing? Interaction. Looks to be recovered. No longer blinking. Yeah, you can definitely dig too deep in this game. Winter is upon us. Look how many, like, bolt fragments there are from all the many, many bolts that my cross dwarves shot at, shot at those undead. This is a bit of a problem, though. We're not going to get migrants while we're under siege. So the amount of killing that I can do is dependent on how many soldiers I have. I don't think any dwarf... Like, I could tell them... Like, they cleaned up some of the arrow fragments when there was some blood. But when if there's not any blood, they'll just leave it there. I could make some blood. Let's make some blood. I don't just have zombies there. I also happen to have a lot of goblins. Come on, everybody. Stop getting a drink and, like, go into this. No, go in. Okay. Let's see if any of my dwarves get crushed. Okay. Okay. Stick the axe boys up here. Throw some mole dogs down there. Are they not going to fight the mole? One of the mole dogs just died from the fall. Well. Yeah, kill these things. Okay. They're stationing. Now, let's throw a few goblins down there. Okay, some of the goblins escaped here. It's just that weird glitch happened again. That's fine. I was prepared for it. Well, one goblin got murdered by my hammer dwarves and some mole rats. The other goblins just got killed by my axe dwarves. So. There we go. That happens sometimes, and it's a known bug. But we'll get some mole rat leavings for our troubles. Is someone going to... I guess I'll claim that and remove dump. There you go. What's all this? Stuff. But now that there's blood, they'll clean up this. Now, why are you suspending that? Oh, hold on. Why are you not... Yeah, I have raspberry bushes, right? Yeah, I have raspberries. Why are they not being brewed? I'm going to destroy that still and make a new one. Sometimes weird workshop shit happens. Build WL port still. I have one turkey left and I can't kill it because it's somebody's pet. So... Oh, that's why! Because I had it set to brew drink from plant, but I need them to do it brew drink from fruit. Classic. You should have mole rat bones to make stuff out of now. The water is frozen. Have my fisher dwarves turned off? Yes, so let's turn on some of them. That'll give me some more shells. And they can still fish indoors somehow. Yeah, the instant I tell someone that they can start fishing again, they just immediately go. Fishing is like such a ridiculously high priority task. It's stupid. Let's get some guidelines cut. JRPGs and dwarves do need fishing. It's very true. Okay, now people are getting their drink on. Here's something. Is there any place I can fish here? There is. Let's get a fishery planned. We leave that. So we'll make a place where my dwarves can fish in safety from the caverns. Fish fear me. Women also fear me. Because I am a dwarf fisher dwarf. We're running out of coal. And because I haven't been able to trade because of the invasion, I've been unable to obtain more through trade. I hate that the dwarves will eat in the dining room, or in the library. Don't eat in there. That's for the library. A ban on exports. I need to make catapult parts. Okay, well, let's make a catapult part. What are my kitchens doing? Go ahead and prepare lavish meals. But don't cook the tallow. Could I get a clear shot with catapults? I don't know. The difficulty would be building them where I could get to them. They might be slowly leaving. Because of how annoying this has been, there may be a stupid thing, a mega project, that I may begin doing in the near future. And if I'm going to be doing a stupid mega project... I'm going to need the traditional material. Which is, rocks. I'll let everyone guess what that might be until it starts happening. This plan may or may not work. I'm going to presume it will work. Wonder why my miners aren't mining. One of our miners is a crossbow dwarf. Okay, that's why. Squad. No squad. Mining. Okay. 2 new miners. Okay, let me check how many seeds I have for raspberries now. None. Okay, just raspberries are all I want. Only brew those. Okay. I'm also going to need some grates, but I know I have some already. I have 3. That may be sufficient. It should be sufficient. It'll be sufficient. Wow, nada, huh? There's probably not coal up here, so let's just stop wasting my time. If I want to find coal... Let's start checking here. Although, actually... let's turn these into downstairs. So I don't run into any aqua problems. If I follow the chalk, I will probably find coal. What is this dipshit doing? Oh, that's what he's doing. Oh, I'm putting him into great danger. He's collecting webs. Silk spinners are like the most liable dwarves you can have of death. Current attached to a steel battle axe. You know, I don't seem to mind. Okay, everybody's happy. There's goblins rotting. That's fine. That's what a goblin is for. Okay. So the plan of this fortress was to become a conqueror and then become the mountain home. But until we solve our invasion problem, that's going to be difficult. And I think because of that, we are going to be doing a stupid project. Our stupid project is going to involve lots and lots of bridges. What we're going to do is we're going to go to every available entrance to the map and close it off. And make it so that from the outside, the map can only be entered from one location. And that'll make it so that when these dipshits arrive, we'll be able to see them exactly from where they're coming. Although, the doing of this may take actual years. No gold warhammers yet, and we'll not be flooding them with lava. What it'll actually do is... Okay. Build a floor here out of granite. I'm going to build a floor here as well. Out of granite. So this is going to be a little fishing station. But first I have to build a... Okay. Okay. Had to build those floors so that I could have access. Okay, next step, remove these floors. They'll be replaced with walls. And then we'll build some grates here that allow our fisher dwarves to fish. They'll be able to fish in this little subterranean cave. Okay. I have to have raspberry seeds now, right? Well, if I do, they're not showing up here. So just sure, brew all of this, I don't care. For some reason, I said not to cook quarry bush leaves. Okay. And we remove this floor, replace it with a grate. And then our fishing station will be complete. Floor, great. Build one here. And go ahead and just set this zone as a fishing zone. And they'll be able to fish through the grates. the grates will keep anything from coming up. It'll be difficult for anything to infiltrate the fortress from here, because building destroyers cannot destroy a building from below for some reason. Well, here comes our first taker. Our first two takers. Okay. The only downside to this fishing location is it takes a while for them to get here. That's fine. How many bedrooms do I have? How many dwarves do I have? 110? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 times 4. 44 minus 2, 42. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. 16, 32, 72, 74. 22. 44. So you got about 110 beds, so I probably should make some more bedrooms. The downside is our beds aren't going to be all nice and matching anymore. Some of them are going to be white and some of them are going to be yellow. But only first-generation dwarves who managed to claim one of these 70 or so very luxurious bedrooms get to have all matching decor. Heck is that? That's a catapult part, right? Yeah. What the heck is this? Ah. There we go. Nothing that good. The quivers are pretty useful, actually. Still have not left yet. But we're going to have to build a lot of bridges and mechanisms for this, because how wide can I make a bridge? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 10 wide. And 144, which means 14 bridges both ways. Actually, 15 bridges. So 15 bridges times 4. So I'll have to do the perimeter. So 60 bridges. Each one of those will need 2 mechanisms to connect to a lever and the lever itself. So 121 mechanisms. And how many blocks will it require? 3. That's not that many blocks. Well, the bridges won't be able to crush the colossi, but it will actually prevent them from spawning on the edge of the map. I could completely block off the map, but I don't want to. I'll block off the map on almost every side, except for a little area I can, like, dig out over here. Like here, and this will be the inlet into the map, which means anybody that wants to come through has to come through here, and then I can set up all kinds of nasty defenses. There's still fish living in the underground river I made. That's cute. What are you doing? Oh, there's still wood down here. Yeah, the annoying part is I'm also going to have to build a lot of floors. Because anywhere that the edge of the map is a ramp, I can't build on. But I can build a floor there. It's quite dumb. One thing I'm going to do... How much mudstone do I have left? Enough. So I can keep doing this. Okay. Seems to be preferring the tower cap bed over the fungi wood bed. So we have a lot of bedrooms now. So everybody and their uncle should have a bedroom. You should still be cutting shorls. How is my jeweler coming along? Last time I looked, they were a 6. Now they're an 8. Ah, somebody has withdrawn from society. Getting a craft dwarf out of it. I don't know why... I have raspberry wine, so I should have plenty of... whatever. I kind of wish this person would... go to the doctor again. I might have to engineer a situation where they get re-injured so their old wounds get treated correctly. Let's look at my archers, see if they need to train quite as vehemently as they are. Um, I could try that, but they would probably not seek treatment unless they were wounded. I could just have that dwarf be in their own squad and have them fight a bunch of goblins until they got wounded. God knows I have the goblins. Looks like we have some cave fish. Got lots of ratweed. Gonna do some radishes instead. So we got radish, prickleberry, kaniwa. Okay. Begun a mysterious construction. How nice. Actually, let's just stop being cute about it. Here, engrave this. Okay. Ah, thank you for the sub, Jello. The zombies are spreading out. Did their commander leave? Yes. That's good. We're gonna do this. Tell everybody to get the hell inside. And then we're going to open up the traitor gate. Wait, that's not a outside a. Okay, we have a path into our fortress now. Maybe the zombies will start pathing into it. So their commander left. The human that was, like, making them clump up. But the zombies remained. And it looks like they'll just stick around. They're going to try to path into my fortress. It's going to take forever because the pathfinding AI is now kicked in, and my dwarves are trying to get places. Yeah, I don't know why they're complaining about not being able to reach places. I just told them to go inside that place. Wait a second. I think my cook went into the Jabberer location and then stole the Jabberer eggs right out from underneath the Jabberer. So my stupid cook just 8 are almost ready to hatch eggs. I should never cook ever again. It's never worth it. Except for the times you get money out of it. Cool, a niece amulet. Thanks for the stonecrafter. We'll look at it later. Okay, we caught one zombie. I hate to really stop it here, considering something with a modicum of excitement is happening for the first time in the entire stream, but I really have something I have to do at 8. So I really have to call it here. So thanks everybody for joining, especially Jello for the sub. Next time we'll resolve this. We'll finally get rid of these damn zombies after about a year. But for now I really gotta get going. So thanks everybody for joining. Good night.